Now I'll present about our introduction. The model that we choose in this project is the aluminum beverage can, which generally used for the beverage like Hydro Plus, Coca-Cola, Sprite, 7-Up. The main benefit of the aluminum being used is because it's lightweight, it's corrosion resistant, also it's recyclable. And by using aluminum beverage can, the beverage carbonation and taste can be maintained in a longer time. Besides that, aluminum is a ideal material that easily for high resolution painting. So in this project, we will we'll discuss two topics. First one will be the manufacturing process, which like the details like using two-piece rolling and also ironing method. And for the inside the step will be like doom bottle for the pressure resistant, why there is a coating internally and externally, and why is the lid need to be done separately and attached after the filling. So all these things will be discussed in the manufacturing process. Besides that, we also will discuss about the sustainability consideration. Why aluminum is being used, and is there anything that aluminum disadvantage? Like usually, aluminum production is energy intensive production. But while we're using aluminum, one of the reasons will be it can recycling up to 95 percentage compared to others virgin production. And also there are some economic benefit, like it can save some raw material costs, and also like social benefit, also like support economy friendly packing and circular economy. So that one will also touch it more deeply in behind one sustainability consideration.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Amal Ashraf. Now we will talk about can manufacturing process. In can manufacturing process, it has three main process. First is raw material extraction, preparation of aluminum sheet, and can manufacturing process. In raw material extraction, it start with a bauxite mining. Aluminum start from a bauxite ore found mainly in Australia, Brazil, and Papua New Guinea. The bauxite contains 30 to 60% aluminum oxide, and it's mined using open pit mining and heavy machinery. After that, the bauxite transport to processing plant for alumina extraction. For alumina extraction, the bauxite is crushed and ground into a powder, mixed with hot sodium hydroxide, which dissolve aluminum oxide. Red mud is separate from the solution. Alumina crystals are formed by cooling and adding seed crystal heat at 1000 degrees Celsius to produce pure white alumina powder. After that, the alumina is dissolved in the molten cryolite. The electric current will separate aluminum and oxygen. The aluminum collect at the cathode and oxygen will form carbon dioxide gas at the anode. Liquid aluminum is tapped and sent for a further use, and this process are very energy intensive. Now we will talk about preparation of aluminum sheet. This process is start with a hot rolling. The slab heat to the 500 degrees Celsius pass through a roller to reduce the thickness. After that, it will go to the cold rolling for a further reduce thickness and improve the strength. For a final sheet thickness, for a can production, it is 0.25 to 0.3 millimeter. For a can manufacturing process, the aluminum sheet will go to cup blanking and drawing. The aluminum sheet is cut into a circular blank, and the blank are formed into a cup using punch and die. And it will go to DNI process to create thin and tall can body. After that, the can will go to base dome to improve pressure resistance.
Okay, then we continue the manufacturing part to the trimming process. So the trimming process is to cut the uneven top edges and trim for uniformity. And the trimming part that we trim down can be recycled to rebuild another new can. Then we go to the step 5, which is the cleaning and decorating. So the can, before we fill up with the beverage or the and print the advertise, the can need to be cleaned to remove the oil and debris. These steps are to ensure that the lifestyle of the can be maintained and the beverage inside the can will not be contamination. And after that, after cleaning, we we add on the lithographic printing applied an interior coat with the polymer lining and necking and flagging done for sealing. So after the cleaning process, we're going to the adding the lids process. So the lid that we use are made from a stronger aluminum alloy, and after we attach it on the can, the the lids that we are use are included with the rivet and pull tab. So this is to screws for easily opening for the can lah. So after that is the filling and final sealing process, which is the cans are filled with the beverage and sealed to cover it, to cover the top of the can. So after that, the quality also need to be checked to prevent the beverage leak out from the can or the pressure inside the can is not enough. So the 8 is the final product specification for our product. So the product that we choose is a Coca-Cola can with 330 ml. Height is 115 millimeter. Diameter is about 66.3 meter, and the wall is about 0.1 millimeter. And the final product is shown at the side.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Wafa Nurdiana binti Abdullah. I will continue this presentation with problem. So they have a several problem that will be surfaced by engineer during the production aluminium beverage can. One of them is material defect. Based on the tensile test, aluminum is ductile metal, meaning it's easy to deform. This happen it is because aluminum is relative low yield strength. So it can change shape under the lower stress. So the second is we face forming defect. Process like deep drawing and wall ironing used to shape the can sometimes can be wrong, and it also can inaccurate the final dimension. So thirdly is risk of contamination. As you all know, for the shaping process, they will involve oil or require oil to reduce the friction. So it's not convenient, especially for the beverage can. So last but not least is high production cost. As we all know, the raw material such as bauxite is really expensive and depends on the global market. So while the production also require multiply machine for drawing, washing, melting, and the more, and they will use a lot of energy, especially in large scale manufacturing. I will continue this presentation with solution to solve the problem that I already presented previously, which is before this. So they have several solutions to solve that problem, such as automated thickness gauge and surface scanner. These tools help to detect defect early and assure consistency in the aluminium sheet during the production. Second is optimize machine setting by adjust the press force, speed, stroke to match the thickness and properties of the aluminium. Can we reduce forming error and increase the accuracy? Thirdly is install air jet cleaning system. So this system is use high pressure clean air to remove dust, particle and other contaminants from inside the can before they are filled and sealed. This step is crucial for hygiene and product safety. Last but not least is we can use recycled aluminium to reduce the cost. So, compared with raw material, is more higher cost than a recycled aluminium. So, a recycled aluminium more affordable, same quality standard, reduce energy, and reduce production cost and support sustainable. I will continue this presentation with sustainable. Why aluminium can consider a sustainable product? Before we go through that, so what is meaning sustainable? Sustainable is the something that cause little or no damage to environment and lasts for a long time. So the reason why aluminium drink can is sustainable is one, aluminium can recycle over and over. So aluminium drink can melt it down and turn into a new can countless time, making them excellent choice for long-term use. So secondly, is a recycled aluminium drink can is save a lot of energy. As we know, the production a new aluminium from a raw material such as bauxite is take a lot of energy, but compared with the recycled aluminium, it can save 95% less energy. Last but not least, aluminium can help us reduce waste. In today's world, the amount of the garbage keep increase. This is not take up space but also pollution like air and water. By recycled material like aluminium, we can lower the amount trash go to landfill.
Hi, I'm Prina Celine Dorisingam and my metric number is CD230249. As for the report, I took the introduction and now I would like to present the conclusion in the presentation. So now let's look into the conclusion where aluminium beverage cans exemplify the sustainable manufacturing process, and it is a quality product where it can prove that it can be sustained, and also advanced processes ensure durability and recyclability where these cans can be recycled as in the future, and challenges like energy use and defects are being processed. It is processed when it occurs a defect, aligns with circular economy and environmental goals. It do aligns with the environmental effects and the goals where it can be proved that. As well, finally, it also sets a benchmark for sustainable packaging. So thank you very much for listening to our entire presentation, beloved sir, and I hope we have made a good report, and we believe to deliver what the fulfillments and what was required to complete this entire report and presentation. Thank you very much.